What's going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to use the fire side of Imperial CAD. Now, I know that this CAD can confuse people a lot. I know that people can have a little bit of a hard time adjusting to it. So I was approached by a senior administration member from River Valley Roleplay to help make some videos on how to use the CAD. And well, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the description below. I love you. Let's get into the video and game on.
Area, I don't really know. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
There's a call open right now.
Gotcha. So the one thing I've noticed that people seem to struggle with is, or like forget to do, myself included, you gotta go on duty before you can do anything with most stuff in this CAD. At least from the fire end.
Yourself available.
Yeah. So
you click on.
I do available. I think it was that available quarters and then available district. I'm assuming is what the Q and D stand for.
I don't know what the Q and D stand for. I just do Q. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I'm being really honest with you. I don't think it matters.
I'm going off of what my IRL agency would have done. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like I really don't know. So now I should be able to open call.
Attach self to call.
You've been assigned to a call.
Perfect. Now you're in the call.
Okay, so then you have the original call notes. Oh, it even timestamps what time you attached the call. Okay.
Yep.
So then you could add call notes if you wanted yourself, like...
Yep. Arrived, whatever.
I'm seeing...
ED unconscious.
That's probably not English, but good enough. So boom.
Yeah. Yep. And then that attaches that.
So narrative type, injury, status, and route.
I don't know how they got an MBA from being in their living room, but that's fine.
You know that it was Dingo, and he rode his motorcycle into the living room. You see, and it just thwacked into a wall. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. And then don't forget to change the en route to arrived.
So
down the bottom, down below.
Wait.
Up one more.
Oh, so you can change it in here. I've been jumping back to the home menu.
No.
Well, that's cool. There. Okay.
Yep.
That's good. It's good to know. So does that change the status, I wonder? Do I have to save for that to take effect?
I think so. Save it.
Here, and let's... And then... Okay.
Nope.
Arrived.
Yeah, it changed. Yep.
Cool. Okay. So then...
You can change that. You can also change that information.
Okay, so let's say if I were to just find out, it's like it was actually... 3018. This is just purely my OCD at this point.
Yeah.
We'll just say that might be a postal, that might not. Who knows? Whatever. But
yep.
It's like so then
save it.
I could save that,
and it'll update it in there.
Cool. Okay, so because the thing I think people are getting overwhelmed with, they're seeing all these tabs, and I had a similar experience, kind of. But really, if you just take it piece by piece, chunk by chunk, it's not insane.
Yeah.
Because I'm now learning things that I didn't even realize, though. So that's that. Oh, so it's just a tab for each section is all. It's the same thing you're looking at as if you were scrolling down. Okay. Reading is fundamental.
Then you go to
patient.
Then you go to patient. Now you can do a civilian search. You can search up the civilian testing, because I just made that.
Awesome.
So
God bless you. I was like, this is gonna come in
so
handy.
we weren't attaching random shit to random
people. I've been using Grandma Winter, so this is a lot better. Because otherwise she's gonna have some very interesting medical history. So that puts everything in here.
Yep.
Contact info.
Now you can add a history.
So, the way I look at this... Wait, there... Did you actually?
No.
Oh,
No, no,
okay.
no, no.
I thought you were saying that you put
No, but I can. I can add one for
Anyways.
testing for people to be able to like test it. But
duly noted.
um,
So the way I'm looking at this as you can be doing this while you're treating your patient, yeah? Like kind of
Yep.
off to the side a little bit.
you can be talking to them.
Because you're gonna get, because it's part of the, the whole sample thing, signs and symptoms, allergies, medical history. So, so I would do that just for, like, the sake of, like, the people at home watching or whatever. It's like, that's probably a good way to do this. Because I think another thing of it is trying to figure out, do I do it while I'm on scene? Or do I fill all of this out after the fact? Because I think we've grown accustomed with Sonoran to doing it after the fact. I think it's better to do this while you're treating.
Yeah.
So
you could say, okay, so any history, let's see. Let's say testing has atrial fibrillation as our history.
Ooh, spicy. Okay.
And save that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all she's got right now.
Yeah.
Allergies. She doesn't have any allergies right now.
No known allergies. It's a box already there. You can check it. Yep. Save.
Done.
Beautiful.
And then let's say medications. I'm trying to think of a good
Who would be prescribed
heart medication?
aspirin?
Probably aspirin. Yeah, probably. No, I mean, that is a real thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
You know what actually happened now that I think about it, because I think went ahead. Anyways, minor details.
They're baby aspirin.
Yeah, I've had some...
like 86 milligrams or something like that.
Something like that.
Small dose.
I know that chewable baby aspirin, you could also probably, like, heart problems, that's common.
Yep. So that would be a common...
Makes sense.
Probably a common medication, yep. So then you create the patient.
So the patient doesn't... So, just to be clear, so the patient doesn't exist until we do this, unless they've already been created in CAD, yeah? Or, like, if somebody's already come into contact with them and filled this out already, this information would all auto-populate from your last call?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay. So explain to me how it works, so just make sure that I understand.
So, when you create the patient, it's saving that information. It's just saving the information so you can import all this information into the narrative, into the
So
form.
this is saving it for you, not saving it for history. Okay.
Yeah.
See?
So, if you go into vitals.
So if we create patient, yeah. Then we go over to vitals.
You can see that that's a vital that you did, right? So then you click add vitals.
I don't even remember doing this.
You probably did it when we first switched everything over.
Maybe. I don't know.
So go back to patient.
Right.
Then go back to vitals.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can add vitals.
Cool.
Just type brand whatever you want in there. Say your blood pressure was normal.
Yeah, just for the sake of conversation. Oh, so
everything's normal.
Auto does that. Cool.
Yep.
Wouldn't know what the hell to put there if that were up to me. 60 to 100 is normal. You just say 70.
Yeah, sure.
I really like this
method. Yeah.
So you took it by hand.
I think it's great.
Maybe you used some form of the monitor, so maybe the 4-lead or 12-lead, depending upon what you're using. Pulse ox, I'm assuming, is what this is going to be. I don't know what probably, a Doppler would be. Doppler or oscillator?
Doppler would probably be at the hospital. That's like a
Those are probably
medical. Yeah.
I usually just put palpated because that's probably the easiest thing to do if you're actually on scene treating a patient.
Yep. Rhythm, normal.
Yeah, we can just do normal. Some of these, like, I know this can feel like overwhelming. It doesn't hurt to just open up Google and ask, or to ask somebody else on the scene with you if need be. Shoot me a DM if need be, but usually somewhere you're either going to get regular or you're going to get, you're probably going to get one of these 4 or 5, 9 times out of 10. Rarely do I see these except for Thready Pulse. Anyways, strength. So, let's just say it was normal. Bounding is a really fun word to say. Sorry, squirrel. I promise I'm a normal person. Respiration. Rate. What is for normal respiration rate? Like 15?
No, normal is 12, I believe.
12? Oh, yeah.
I believe it's 12. I think it's between 12 and like let me Google real quick. Normal respirate.
Oh yeah, 12 to 20.
Yep.
Okay. She's sitting at about 12. Quality. Ooh, I like that it actually asks you the quality of it. So,
Yep.
normal, it could be shallow, so it's like, are they kind of just like barely breathing?
Yeah.
Or labored.
Wheezing.
Agonal is wild. Gasping. I can't even remember what Cheyenne or Kuzma look like. I know the words. But yeah, so it's a fairly extensive list in here. Most of the time it's just going to be either normal, shallow, labored, trying to combine words here apparently. And this is just like you listening to the patient's lung sounds. Like, you know, when you go to the doctor and they're kind of poking on the side of you and telling you to breathe in and out. Rhythm, regular, irregular. Okay. So all that's normal. Now, this is one that I imagine will probably throw people for a loop. Entitled CO2. What is the normal rate for entitled? Because I'm going to be real. In the field, I've never had to calculate this. Like back when I was actually on the fire department, never had to do this. 35 to 45 megahertz. Interesting. Okay. So let's say she had 35. I wouldn't have known that information prior to this conversation.
Look at it. What does that say? Do a percentage.
Would help if I could spell.
It
Oh,
would be 6%.
5
yeah.
to 6%. Okay.
Yeah. I believe that's what I put on the previous one that I made.
Thank you, because I did not know
and
that.
then SpO2 would be 100% because she's breathing normal.
Yeah. Somewhere between 95 and 100, I think, is normal if I remember correctly. What does CO mean?
CO is carbon. I think it's carbon dioxide. What is CO? Chlorine. No, CO. Carbon monoxide, not dioxide. My bad.
Okay. Well, hopefully
So
she would have
a
none.
normal. Well, I think there's. I would check.
Because carbon
like
monoxide would be bad, wouldn't it?
Okay, so any amount is bad. So 0.
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's probably not gonna bug you if you don't fill some of this out, especially like if
it's not, yeah. I mean, it's just gonna go on their PCR, but that's it.
If your patient doesn't know what the vitals are, and that's something that's like common to run into in FiveM, is like people don't know what this stuff is supposed to be or normal range. What I like to do is, just using this as a notepad, I will write what is their CO2 normal range between, and then X and X, to help people out so that they kind of have a range. I know that sometimes you don't have time to do that. It's just a thought. If they don't know, it's perfectly fine to put this stuff. If you're trying to get a pulse and they give you, like, that's a bit of a different story. That's something that you kind of need, a blood pressure or a pulse. But this stuff is kind of very into the weeds, kind of medical nerd. Temperature. What's normal temperature for a person? What, like 90?
98.6.
98. Yeah.
Temperature. 3. They have a temperature of 3.
Temperature method. We'll just say skin, or...
Nah, do oral.
Oral? No, we're not. We're going for rectal.
Or rectal. We could go with rectal.
The day that I'm taking we're getting into... Spontaneous is usually normal.
Really a warrant.
And then... So verbal, oriented,
Obeys
confused.
commands.
Yeah, so we'll put oriented, motor.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. So boom. Now this is the bane of my existence in a lot of other communities because I hate scoring GCS because I'm just not good
It
with it.
automatically does it
It
for
automatically does it for you. ECG, you might not even do this every call. So 4 lead is going to be your standard. Like, hey, we're just
You can
checking
also
out.
save it. Like, if you didn't do an ECG, you can save it and you didn't do it. Like, it doesn't matter.
Beautiful.
You don't
Right.
have to put it in.
So the same thing like we talked about this section of is like some of this you're probably not going to run into.
Yep.
But you could, 4 lead would be
For
your
sake
standard.
Yeah, for sake of what we're doing, we're going to say we did it in. 4 lead would probably be a standard when
Yeah.
you're on a scene.
12 lead is like, okay, I have reason to believe you're having heart
A
problems
heart
of some.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah. Rhythm. Normal sinus rhythm. I love that they put normal because it gives people context clues. So it's like that's kind of your normal. If I remember correctly, bradycardia is low and tachycardia is high. Yeah? So low
think so,
pulse,
yeah.
high pulse. Let me see if I'm
I
right.
would put... for that, I would put probably normal. Because none of that applies.
Yeah. So apparently, Tacky is good, Brady is bad. Okay, I might have had it backwards. I don't remember what I said about this plane because, I forget what I have for breakfast. Anyways. Method of ECG interpretation. So, I'm assuming would computerized be the monitor? I'm gonna assume that makes the most sense. So boom. And then your pain scale is simple. Just 10 is ouchies, 0 is we're feeling good. So where does your patient land on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain they ever felt in their life, 0 being nothing? Where do we think Testy McTesting is sitting? Let's
see. I'm going to say like a 6.
Okay. So we're a little bit above normal, but...
Little in pain. Not horrible, though.
Beautiful.
Then AVPU.
Oh, wait. We still got more.
You can do that. Yeah, you can do the AVPU. You don't have to. That's your other one.
I didn't even see it.
Go back to patient.
Mm-hmm.
Vitals. It's the top one.
Oh, you're right.
And then AVPU is right up top. So
okay, so it's not over here. You have to look over here. No. Okay.
You also don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. They're alert.
Now, what does this mean? Size.
I believe that's where the pain is located. I believe. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Or their position, maybe. I'm not sure.
Because that's what I would assume. But no, because position's another thing.
Yeah, but they're resting. Are they resting on their side, their right side, or they're just resting? Like you can put if they're on their back, I believe.
Just leave it blank, and then you could do.
Yeah, resting, and then you save it.
Cool.
I believe that's what that means, but I'm not 100% sure. So then you go to narrative.
Makes sense.
And then you go up.
So this is where the meat and potatoes happens.
Yep. And you can their primary impression. I can't see what you're looking at, so.
Let's just see. What was the original call in MVA?
MVA, yeah.
We'll just say trauma. That works because that's pretty much what happened. Secondary impression. So this is not to... So is this like primary assessment? Secondary assessment is kind of what you're thinking about with this, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so like the secondary impression would be like a head injury.
Gotcha.
I think that's an option. I'm not sure, though.
I don't see it as one, but I guess it could just be...
You can leave it blank.
Yeah, or it could just be it's congruent with your original, like, hey, this is my first guess. Okay, this is... Beautiful. So... Then that would be, we use the trauma protocol from the protocols pinned in the Fire Discord. So that's just basically saying you read through that or whatever. That's the care you provided based off of that standard medical orders. Protocol age category. I imagine that's not going to always be a yeah, but most 9 times out of 10 is going to be adult. Chief complaint system.
Yeah, you can do, like, I believe pediatric is like,
we don't get a lot of peds
for adult. I think pediatrics for anybody under the age of 16, I want to say, but I'm not sure. I don't know what, like, the protocol ages are, so.
I do not off the top of my head either. But we're just gonna, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be an adult. If it's not, what is like our lowest age limit for a character with Vice Valley?
I believe 16. I'm not sure though. I think it's 16.
16 or 17, one of the two. I think 16. So go down, chief complaint. Now this is kind of pie in the sky for me because we got like
head injury. I think that's where the head injury stuff comes in.
It's neurological, cardiovascular, musculoskeletal / skin, global, general, respiratory, neurological, gastrointestinal. So it's kind of saying just psychological, psychiatric. So where is the pain coming from, I guess? Where is the chief complaint located, or like what type of problem?
Yeah, like for the last one that I did for this patient, I did neurological. And then I put in signs and symptoms, and I made it so that person had a possible concussion.
Gotcha. And it's like, it's a trauma call, so we put medical / trauma. Yep. Now, this is kind of one of those places where I started to see some of the redundancy, and I'm like, I get where some people are coming from, but that's going to be more of an us talking to Imperial and seeing if they can maybe noodle around with some stuff.
Yeah.
Because is this all malleable on the back end from, like, a admin portal perspective?
This, we cannot change any of this stuff.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to be a talking to... Because, like, as somebody who has had to use...
It's already in the works for, like, some stuff is already in the works.
Because from the perspective of somebody who has had to, like, use these systems in real life, whatever, and you do get some of this, but redundancy is always one of those things of you don't want to have to repeat information because repeating information is time. Now, with a video game, a little bit of a different story, a little less time sensitive, but, you know, it's definitely, like, I could see how it could begin to get a little annoying. But it's not the end of the world, especially if you, like, these are the main ones you want to do as you're treating. This you can kind of do after you've gotten off the call. I would say, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, some of that you can, yep.
So, you know, you just have to you have to develop a routine, and, you know, you would have to have done that anyway because you have to, like, you still have to do charting whether or not you're using Sonoran or Imperial. So it's just a matter of knowing when to do what. I used to just keep a notepad open. I would write down everything while I'm on the call. Just like the baseline vitals, chief complaint. And then I would just get to the hospital and then I would do all of it later. So this is just pretty much standard procedure for me. This is another day in the office.
Then you can do add signs and symptoms.
Yeah. So you can go down signs and symptoms, add some symptoms. So maybe she...
This is where you would put in, go down. So dizziness.
Did I go too fast? I might have gone too fast. Here we go.
Dizziness. You could put some nausea.
Cool.
You could put... That's pretty much... I mean, that's...
Pretty much, yeah. I think... I love how we jump back and forth between... Sorry,
You can also do pain. Add sign and symptom. I think there's a pain one.
There's a general pain?
Pain, neck, back. Yeah, you can put neck pain.
That's good to know. So then you can save that.
I didn't save the other ones, but you could just leave it at neck and back pain or something.
Yeah.
You have to do them all at once. So like nausea.
Oh, okay. So nausea, and then neck and
Neck.
back.
Yep.
Good to know, because I was
Then-
thinking you could add them separately. Like, oh, I forgot. And then there we go.
And then you go down. Chief complaint, how long the complaint was. So like you could say, patient hit head on steering wheel. So the chief complaint would be head pain or something like that.
Yeah, that's more of a narrative, so it could head pain.
And then duration of chief complaint could be from the time of the accident to the time that it took you guys to get there.
So let's just say 10 minutes. Or
10 minutes.
let's just say you were
like
close
that.
by whatever station. It was at the Vinewood 24/7 and you were out of Vinewood Station. Probably wouldn't even take that by that point. Anyways, so secondary complaint. Maybe that would get into like that neck pain we talked about.
Yep, you could do
Yeah.
neck pain and then initial patient acuity.
So critical,
I don't know what to put
emergent,
that.
lower.
Yeah.
So this is
I would
red,
say
yellow,
just, like,
green. So this is like your
lower
triage
should be like a
tags.
lower, yeah. Yeah.
So she's probably going to be she's about a yellow. Maybe not a.
No,
she's not
probably yellow, lower. I would
You
put
think?
lower. I don't think it would be like a
Oh, yeah.
we need to get her to the ER right now.
Well, that would be red in my mind.
Right.
But yeah, so anatomic position. So this is a little confusing to me. So is this where the complaint is located? Because it's
I believe so,
head,
yeah.
neck, chest. Because if you say anatomic position, I would think, didn't we just do this in vitals? Are they laying down? Are they sitting? So, okay, so anatomic is the duh. I guess that would be the context clue there. Reading is fundamental. So neck, I guess would be
It's
the
fundamental.
injuries. Was the patient injured? Yes, it's an MVA. Primary injury. Primary injury. So then we got abuse, aircraft accident. Is there a normal accident? Motor vehicle accident. Beautiful. So then this is where we could do the, like, patient hit head on. Am I spelling this right? Hey, I'm not an idiot. Place of injury. Oh, okay. Workplace, school, public building. It was a house, so it'd just be home. Yeah, we can just throw that there.
You could, yeah. I mean, we're just testing right now. We're just showing everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's a motor vehicle accident, it's going to be on the street or the highway.
What did we say? She ran into somebody's house.
Yeah, you can say that.
Barriers to care. So were they unconscious? None noted. I'm gonna say, was she conscious? I'm gonna just say none noted.
Yeah. Alcohol and drug use.
So this is
Patient
one I always
none noted.
forget. Yeah.
Are they pregnant? No.
Pregnant? No. That's such a good question to ask, really, that I don't think to unless it's an MBA. Transport. How's the patient moved to the ambulance? Stretcher. But you have a whole list of, stair chair, walking assisted, backboard, scoop stretcher, one you don't see often, lift assist. That one particular specific. Patient position, if I could read correctly, during transport. Supine, were they on their back? Were they prone? Semi-Fowlers, I think is what, like sitting slightly up?
Yeah,
I don't
so.
remember where Fowlers is. Lateral recumbent, yeah. These I'm more familiar with. I would just say supine 9 times out of 10 because our stretcher, if you actually do put it semi-Fowlers, it just looks weird. Condition of patient at destination. So once you got to the hospital, were they better or were they worse? I would 9 times out of 10, I would hope improved, but sometimes that that varies.
You can. I think isn't there a
Unchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put unchanged.
That's also common. Sometimes it's about the same.
Yep.
narrative. So when you
PT hit head on steering wheel. C collar applied.
For C color applied.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you can leave it at that.
Create and attach narrative to call.
Yep. And then you press and save.
Beautiful. And then... So what I'm wondering is, when we go over here, yeah. So we go to patient care, right?
Yep.
Unless you're doing a refusal. So
Import.
Is all of this in for... So that's going to import over.
In incident report, you put import.
Yep.
Title report, import that. And it'll do the one that you want. Click the one that you want. If you did multiple, this is where you would put, like, you could put, I think you can put multiple in here, but I'm not sure. And then go up.
Gotcha.
Go up.
Oh, up.
Put the other one. Incident report. Like that. There you go.
Oh.
Perfect.
Cool.
Puts all the information in for you. Narrative report. Import that. And you click on the one that you just did. Cool. Great.
Cool.
Fantastic. You put your name. And then the narrative. This would be... You can just... Yeah. There you go. And then the narrative, you could put patient transferred to ED care.
That works. Because this is another case of, like, because people see this and they're like, redundancy, I'm confused. But this is just basically saying what happened.
Yeah, you could put patient transferred to ED care. We'll need further evaluation for concussion.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Easy breeze, beautiful cover girl. So then...
Save it at the top. And then you can do save and export. Oh, yeah, save it.
Is it working? I know sometimes it's glitchy. Because usually...
I think it saved it. Hold on. Go back. Go down. And, yeah, it saved it. You're good.
How do you know when it's saved?
Because all your information's still there.
Okay, so if you didn't save it, it would just... poof.
Yeah. So save and export.
So...
And then you go to...
Usually it pops up another tab.
Save. Again.
Mm-hmm.
Go to incident. On the top.
Mm-hmm.
No, like the actual tab. Okay, go down.
Okay.
Attached, all that information's done. Your PCR is right there. So it did attach it.
Okay.
And you can view it. Yep.
So that's how you know that it's saved, is you can go back over here and you can see it. I would like a little pop-up, but this works for now. I think from what Kane was telling me, they're aware of it and they're talking to them about it.
Yes, I believe they are talking to them about it.
So, here's one thing I noticed that I think people don't understand. This is a misconception that can kind of be clarified pretty easily. If you want to do it all in one go, you can just, well, outside of maybe the initial patient info, I would say you could jump over to patient care report, import that sucker in. You can fill this all out in here if you really want to. If you wanted just one-page summary, one and done, that's perfectly fine. But some of the auto-generated stuff that was very helpful with stuff that, like, GCS or some of the other things that, like, I'm not going to be able to do the math for quickly, just keeping it a stack. I prefer to do the one by one tab process and go in here. But, like, for the people who prefer to do just the one page, that's perfectly fine. That's an option. That shouldn't break anything, yeah?
No, it shouldn't break anything.
Cool. So
It just means that the person, when they look at it, they won't have like a piece. I'm pretty sure it won't import to the patient. I think. I'm not sure though.
That's why I was deferring to you, because I was like, I'm not too intimately acquainted with the back end. So that's part of it. But yeah, so where are we? Okay, so it can, at that point,
You complete the call.
done everything that you have to do. You can click complete call.
Disposition, this would be what happened to the patient. Transported.
You could put notes if you want to. Transferred.
Optional.
Boom.
Finish and close.
You've been deattached from your assigned call.
And then when you do that,
Done.
it clears your board.
Yep.
I don't know how long it's going to take for the CAD to realize that you're clear, but minor details. Wait, maybe you have to...
What do you mean? It already did. It already cleared you.
Oh, I was just like, oh,
MDC cleared from call
cleared
75.
from call. Okay, that's the... Okay.
Yep.
Again, reading is
So
fundamental.
if you were attached, it would have been up top.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much that whole process in a nutshell. Now, I have to go, but do you think it would be helpful to do this for the law enforcement side?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.